Hey there, folks. Today we're diving into the wild world of Bitcoin. Picture an intangible gold rush where fortunes are made and lost all in the blink of an eye. This is the realm of Bitcoin, a digital currency that's been causing quite a stir since it burst onto the scene. Now let's rewind to 2014 when Bitcoin was the hot new thing on the block, quite literally. Everyone was buzzing about it, from your tech-savvy cousin to that one peculiar guy at work. And at the very heart of this Bitcoin frenzy was Mt. Gox. No, Mt. Gox isn't a mountain in Japan. It was actually the world's leading Bitcoin exchange. Picture a digital Wall Street where you could trade your coins, but in your pajamas. Mt. Gox was handling a staggering 70% of all Bitcoin transactions. They were the big shots of the crypto world. But here's a twist. Mt. Gox started as a platform for trading. Wait for it. Magic, the Gathering cards. Talk about a level up, huh? But let's get to the juicy part. In February 2014, Mt. Gox suddenly shut down. The bustling digital marketplace went eerily quiet overnight. The reason? A staggering 850,000 bitcoins had vanished into the digital ether. To put that into perspective today, that's enough to buy you a couple of luxury islands or a handful of jets. This was no ordinary theft. It was a grand heist, pulled off in the shadows of the internet. Now, you might be wondering, how does one lose such an astronomical amount of Bitcoin? Did someone forget their password? Perhaps they misplaced a hard drive? Not quite. The management at Mt. Gox pointed the finger at a technical glitch, a transaction malleability issue. Now, don't let the jargon scare you. Essentially, it's akin to a digital pickpocket managing to stealthily swipe your wallet without you noticing a thing. But here's where the plot thickens like a good mystery novel. As the dust began to settle, whispers of inadequate security measures began to circulate. Rumors of mismanagement and high-risk decisions started to seep into the public consciousness. It was as if Mt. Gox was a digital fortress with its gates wide open, inviting any intrepid hacker to waltz right in and help themselves. The question on everyone's lips was simple yet loaded. Were they hacked, or was it an inside job? The narrative began to shift from a simple case of grand theft to something far more tantalizing. A heist from within, a digital betrayal of epic proportions. As the shockwaves from the scandal continued to reverberate, the world watched, captivated by the unfolding drama. It was like a high-stakes poker game, where the players were anonymous, the stakes were astronomical, and the deck was stacked against Mt. Gox. In the midst of this chaos and confusion, one thing became abundantly clear. The world of cryptocurrency was far from a safe haven. It was a digital Wild West where fortunes could be made or lost at the click of a button. People were asking, were they hacked or was it an inside job? Done, done, done. Fast forward a bit and the plot thickens. Some of the missing Bitcoins started to mysteriously reappear. It was a twist nobody saw coming. As the dust began to settle after the Mt. Gox fiasco, something peculiar happened. Around 200,000 of the stolen Bitcoins began to resurface. That's right, folks. It was like a digital treasure hunt where the treasure was finding its own way home. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do you misplace 200,000 Bitcoins? Well, according to Mt. Gox, they discovered these Bitcoins in an old digital wallet they had forgotten about. You know, just your average, oh, look what I found in the back of my digital sofa moment. But this eyebrow-raising turn of events didn't exactly put the crypto community at ease. In fact, it only added fuel to the fire of speculations and rumors. There was talk, whispers really, of mismanagement and even inside jobs. The community was divided and the trust in the security of cryptocurrencies took a major hit. Some argued that Mt. Gox had been playing a dangerous game, neglecting their security measures in favor of rapid growth. They pointed fingers at a culture of complacency where the guardians of the digital vaults had taken their eyes off the prize. Others, on the other hand, suspected foul play. They wondered if the heist was an inside job, orchestrated by someone within the organization. After all, who else would know the ins and outs of the system well enough to pull off such a heist? And then, there were those who believed in a combination of the two theories. They argued that the negligence on part of Mt. Gox had created a perfect environment for a criminal mastermind to exploit the system. Regardless of the truth, one thing was clear. The Mt. Gox incident had shaken the world of Bitcoin to its core. It served as a harsh reminder that even in the virtual world, there are real-world consequences. That's like finding a Picasso in your attic, but more nerdy. Now, who's the mastermind behind Mt. Gox? None other than Mark Karpels. Mark, with his boyish charm and soft-spoken demeanor, seemed more at home in a library than at the helm of a multi-million-dollar Bitcoin exchange. But as the investigation into the Mt. Gox debacle unfolded, Karpels found himself center stage in a drama more riveting than any bestseller. Suddenly, the friendly librarian-like figure was painted as a potential villain. Japanese authorities swooped in and Karpels was arrested, the glare of the media spotlight illuminating his fall from grace. The accusations were severe. He had allegedly manipulated the financial records, effectively pulling the wool over the eyes of Mt. Gox users and regulators alike. Behind the scenes, whispers of embezzlement began to circulate. Could Karpels have had a hand in the disappearance of the missing bitcoins? The plot thickened and the crypto world watched with bated breath. Arrested in Japan, accused of fudging the books and embezzlement, yikes. So, where does that leave us? Well, Mt. Gox became a cautionary tale. A digital Icarus that soared too high in the heady Bitcoin skies. The fall was spectacular, a wake-up call echoing through the crypto world. It underscored the importance of security, of regulation, and the risks of treating digital currencies like a Wild West frontier. Mt. Gox was a roller coaster ride with more twists and turns than a pretzel factory. It shone a spotlight on the volatile nature of cryptocurrencies. Fortunes made and lost with a simple click. It was an era of digital pioneers, of high-stakes gambles, and of lessons learned the hard way. The legacy of Mt. Gox lives on. It serves as a stark reminder to all Bitcoin hodlers of the importance of vigilance. It's a testament to the inherent risks of the crypto world, a world in constant flux. Until next time, keep your wallets close and your passwords closer. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you want to hear more interesting things about the crypto universe and its black swan moments.